Namaste, Goa Flow-ers. How are you? I am Anita Goa and welcome to my channel. If you're new, today I go through another Q&A. This is my second one. I really enjoyed making the first one and it seemed like you guys enjoyed it too, especially the ones that I answered your question. So if you do enjoy this format, please give me a thumbs up. And you can give me a thumbs down as well if you don't enjoy it, and just let me know why you don't enjoy it or you don't want to see this in your inbox. I am totally fine with that, because if you don't like this, I'm not going to waste my time making a video like this, okay? So make sure that you've subscribed to support my channel, to support me in creating free content for you to consume. I think that's a pretty good deal. You subscribe for free and you get all of this free content. It just motivates me to continue on to share, and I'm happy to share, but in return I need to up my numbers just a little bit more, or maybe a lot more, in order to continue doing so. So click that subscribe button and let's get started with the Q&A. The first question comes from Safia Ahmed, and she writes, I am not overweight and my upper body is skinny, but my arms are flabby and my forearms are bigger than my arms and it looks so weird. I always wear full sleeve dresses to hide it. Please help me to reduce my forearm fat. Give me some tips and helpful exercise to get smaller forearms. Thank you. It's a great question. And what it is that you're saying, or what I'm hearing and thinking, is that you are what we term skinny fat. And that means this happens to a lot of models. They're very skinny, but they are over fat. And it's because the ratio between the fat and the muscle is like this. The muscle is, say, this length, and the fat is this length. So there's more fat basically than what there is muscle. So what you want to do is to reverse that. You want more muscle and less fat. That's how you change it. And the way that you change it is by doing strength training exercises or resistance training, so that you activate the muscle and then over time decrease the fat. So my suggestion to you is to do the programs that I offer on this channel. Everything really about my program and what I stand for is to make you strong and lean and balanced in strength, flexibility, as well as endurance. So if you do my Goa Flows, my yoga flows, you can start with the Beginner 8 program and I'll teach you, and you really feel, the strength building up in your arms. You can do my yoga inspired fitness routines, and I will link these videos in the description box below so you can click on them and try them out. And as you do them, and as you also of course pay attention to your diet, you will start to notice that your muscles will start to become more active and the fat will start to decrease. Now, don't be afraid of muscle. You need muscle, and you're not going to get big and bulky in your muscles. Nothing about my programs, nothing about me is to make you look or feel big and bulky. We need muscles in order to move. We need to build and keep our muscles active as we get older, because muscle decreases as we get older. Muscle helps the body to stay more active and burn more calories and keep our metabolism up throughout the entire day. So start with that. You'll notice that probably your forearms will lean out more and your upper arms will take more shape, and then that will create just more of an illusion that there is more balance between the lower body and the upper body. You can wear clothes that still show your forearms, but maybe wear more of a puffy arm, or something that creates an illusion that there is more symmetry between your arms. But try not to hide your arms. There's no reason to hide your arms. Show them Learn to love your arms, work with them, and as you work with them, you will really start to appreciate them for what they do for you on a daily basis. And over time, they will start to lean out and become stronger and look more toned, and you will change that skinny fat. I hope that I answered your question, Safia. Thank you so much. So the next question comes from Sasur B. Sorry, I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, but you write, at the moment I'm having problems with my legs and it's only been in the space of a few months, very stiff and weak, and it's even affecting my balance. I'm 45 and for the first time feel much older. I managed to do it, but my legs were shaking and quivering throughout. How long do you think it will take before I feel a little benefit, and any advice would be much loved? I try my best. Let's see. So what you're describing is that as we get older and if we don't do any exercise, we get weaker and we get stiffer. That's just what happens. And then when we start to participate in an exercise program or a yoga program, our nervous system feels it and it starts to quiver and shake, and it feels really weak because our nervous system is not used to going through whether it's those movements or it's that impact. So what you have to do is you have to give your body some time and give your nervous system some time to get used to it. Pretty immediately do you start to feel the benefits. And the benefits can be felt in different ways. Like maybe you'll start to feel more relaxed. And I know a lot of yogis who first start yoga, they start to feel like they sleep better at night. They notice that their breath is starting to change and they feel more alert. And then very gradually they start to feel that their body is starting to get the effect as well and start to feel more flexible or stronger. But it takes a bit of time and everyone is different. So you just have to pay attention to you and notice what happens along the way for you and basically act accordingly. But it's so great that you got started, and 45 is, a perfect age to start. Any age is a perfect age to start, but particularly, in our 40s, you have to practice yoga. I always say it's a must. And if you don't like it, you have to acquire the taste for it, because it is what's going to help you feel younger as you get older. I'm 46. I've been doing this for a while, but if it wasn't for yoga, I don't think that I would feel the way that I feel. So, Sasur, I just encourage you to continue on. Let your nervous system get used to the work that you're putting it in right now, and you'll notice that your threshold and your tolerance will start to increase as you do it. Okay? I hope that was helpful, my answer. Let me know and keep me posted on your progress. The third question comes from Kishore Ravi. Can you upload any videos for starters like me who are interested to do yoga and are confused about its side effects if not done properly or under supervision? You're awesome, but the question still remains, can a fat guy do yoga without hurting himself following instructions? We have no yoga instructors in our area, and your videos inspired me and subscribed immediately after looking at the importance of your videos. Well, thank you so much, Kishore, for subscribing. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for your question. This is a great one, and yeah, the way that I'm going to answer this is that the only way that I know anyone has gotten injured from practicing yoga is either by an external force. And once I was injured in my yoga practice, and that was because a teacher pushed me into a position that I wasn't ready to move into, or he pushed me into it a little bit too quickly, and I got injured from that. The other way that I know people get injured is if they put too much effort into their practice, that they're leading with their mind instead of leading with their breath, or they practice every single day for a really long time without giving their body a break. Those are basically the only times that I know that people have gotten injured, or you crank yourself into a position that you feel that your body is not ready for, but you just say that I'm going to do it no matter what. So I don't think you need to be so afraid of injuring yourself at home, but just be mindful as you practice and feel your body, you know, ask questions through my YouTube channel if there's something that you are not comfortable with. And usually I think the good golden rule is if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. You don't have to force yourself to do anything that does not feel right. And one of my other golden rules is that you only put yourself in a position where you can breathe. If you are in a position where you can fully breathe, your nervous system calms down and you are able to then make the choices for yourself that are the best for you in that moment. And anything is going to change from then on, and you'll become much more aware of what you're doing. You'll feel the poses on your body, and it just takes a little bit of time. So the thing is, you have to practice a little bit in order to gain that awareness. About you being fat and doing yoga, don't let that stop you, but just let the practice teach you what you need to be taught, and go through as much as you can. Like, give yourself room to grow your yoga practice and to become familiar with it. It's a lifetime practice, so it doesn't have to happen now, but try to develop a steady, consistent practice over time. And that can be 10 minutes every other day. That's perfect. If you do that consistently over a period of time, you're going to start to really feel the benefits and notice the benefits on your body, on your mind, on your spirit. So please don't limit yourself. Just get your yoga in, get yourself onto the mat, and I feel the rest will be taken care of. Okay, Kishore, thank you so much for your question, and I hope that my answer was of help. Let me know. Tuba Beg writes, is it okay to do this workout if we want to reduce muscle size from the legs? So this was from one of my leg routines, which in the title says to get slimmer thighs and calves. Now, I'm always puzzled when I get these questions because I don't put anything in the title except for what the video is for. I don't operate on a whatever it's called, switch and bait or click and bait, that the title just reins you in and the video has nothing to do with the title. I title my videos exactly what their purpose is, and that's just what I've done, and that's what I feel is right for me. I don't want to pretend like it's doing something that it's not doing. So if my video says that it's going to slim your thighs, that is my intention for the video. Now, whether you will get that result on your end is hard for me to tell, because it depends on a lot of things. How often you do it, how your diet is, how your muscles are. So the only way that you will know whether it will reduce your muscle and your thighs is by doing it. So if you do it for 3 months and you have all that experience from doing that video for 3 months, then you can come back to me and you can say, this workout did not reduce my thighs the way that the title in the video said. Why is that? So my intention always is to provide exercises and routines that will slim down your whole entire body, make you stronger, make you more flexible, make you more enduring, and feeling amazing within your mind, your body, and your spirit. Just look at my body. That's my body. I am not big and bulky. I have a long, lean, strong, fit, flexible body. And that's where I operate from. So I trust in the video, do it, and see what the results are. And of course, I hope that the results are going to be that you will reduce muscle size from your leg. Okay, so that was a long-winded question, a little bit of a rant maybe, but I hope that it was helpful. Okay, last question, and this one is from Jane Watkins. And Jane, I know Jane, we've been knowing each other for some time now, and thank you so much, Jane, for your question. And I get this one a lot. Any words you can share on your book? Just want to be ready to get it when available. And thank you so much. Yes, I'm writing a moon phase yoga book, and it is coming along. Let me put it that way. It's not done yet. I basically wanted it to be done a year ago, but it's taking a little bit longer time than what I thought it was going to take. And I wrote a book before, and I've just been reminded of how challenging it is to write a book. I have been offering a lot of workshops on the content of this book, and teaching it and talking about it in a workshop form or just in general is so much easier than to write it down. And to get this in a book form is very different than to present it in a workshop form. So I kind of have been struggling and having had a challenge with that part, because it is a very left brain process. I'm very right brain processed. I have the full picture, I can see the whole thing, but to work the left brain with the analytical, all of the pieces that are part of the picture, for me is really challenging. And that's sort of what I have been working with. But I basically have all the pieces, and now it's about, putting it together in this book form. But I keep working on it, I keep letting it rest. I have experienced a lot of this stuff on my body, and you know what? It's a journey, and it will be available at some point, but I just don't know exactly when. I spoke with my literary agent, who's my friend. He helped me publish my first book, and he will take a look at it when I'm ready. And we will see if there are some publishers that are interested in it. I will see if I'm interested in working with them. Having done it one time before, I know the process a little bit better. And I'm basically just going to take my time. I want the book to be exactly the way that I want it to be. And if I feel like I don't get the right fit with a publisher, then I might just put it together myself, create a team, and self-publish it. I don't know. And I'm kind of enjoying myself to just allow myself to be in that space of nurturing it, putting it together gradually, and letting it form. A lot has come out of this, and it's a pretty special book. It's a very special book that I know I will be really proud of when it's done, and I know that you guys will get a lot out of it. There's nothing like it on the market, and I doubt that there will be anything like it on the market, because this one is unique to me. So Jane, that is my answer. So save your money, just put them in a savings account so that they're ready there for when the book is ready, and you can spend it. There will be a little interest on it, so you might be able to buy a few copies for your friends as well. Alright guys, that was my Q&A for today. I hope that this was helpful in some way, and I will be back with more if you want more of them. And have a great time. I hope you're well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!